They'll run on first down. It's Gibson, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Tackled by Darrell Taylor.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Haskins out of the gun. Slings this deep for McLaurin. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They can't stop Bruce Irvin there as he slips in for the sack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
17 yards.
Sensational he was last week, over 200 yards. And the simple quote that we saw this week was, keep him in front of us. They're going to have to do that.
And when they say that, it means tackling him after the catch. Because once he makes the catch, you may catch it in front. But if you don't tackle him, he's behind you at that point, and that's how he racks up the big yardage.
On 1st down, Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Savage on the tackle.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4. At the
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On the delay, here's Carson. And he's going to be stopped close to the 1st down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. It's 18-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 33 yards that time.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Haskins. And he'll complete this to Gibson. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 13 yards there and a Washington first.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
2nd and 7.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Haskins. And he'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Haskins on 3rd down. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And Washington has taken a first quarter lead. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead.
7. Seahawks, nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
At the 34-yard line.
Here's Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Seahawks, 1st down.
Now Wilson on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete. The intended receiver was D.K. Metcalf, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
It's a gain of 8. And it brings up 3rd down.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Washington 7, Seahawks nothing.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. Again, Wilson. Throw left side complete. It's Carson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
56. Mike, 56, right there, 56. Go.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins. The throw taken in by Sims. A gain of 6 there on first.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
54, right there, 54.
Operating from the gun, Haskins. And his throw here's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and it's 3rd and 4.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Throwing again, here's Haskins. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Darrell Taylor able to record his 5th sack of the season. Here's the Pro Bowl punter Tress Way on to punt for Washington. Back deep, the former All-Pro Tyler Lockett. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Now it's Carson. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
On the carry.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Good gain by Chris Carson. Picks up a 1st down, and you just have to love his running style. Talk about a straight-ahead guy, no-nonsense type of a runner. He's averaged 82 yards a game over the last 2 seasons and had 1,230 yards on the ground in 2019.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle.
1st down, Seattle.
On 1st down, Carson. And 3 yards there, takes him to the 45.
Handoff to Chris Carson.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Wilson. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target. but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On third down, it's Carson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. This is Carson. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Stepping up, he'll try and run. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. It's Wilson escaping the pressure right. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
And Russell Wilson gets sacked, and he tied for the most sacks in the NFL last season with 48 in total. But Seattle likes to throw the ball deep. So that means you're going to take more time to get the ball downfield. Sometimes the offensive line can't hold up, and he ends up hitting the deck on those plays.
On third down, Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Oh, they stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Final play of the half. It's Wilson looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Metcalf once again the target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Myers able to knock it through, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. Final play of the half, it's Haskins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, taken about 7 yards deep. Turn to start the half, as this will be a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first.
A gain of 7.
2 veterans there, Wilson to Olsen for a Seattle first down. Draw play. This is Carson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
A gain of 12.
Chris Carson has proven to be a workhorse for the Seattle Seahawks, and they continue to expand his game. We know that he can run inside and be a bruising type of a player, but he has surprising speed to the perimeter, and they've expanded his game now by throwing it to him out of the backfield. In 2019, in the top 10 in the league in touches and yards from scrimmage.
Out to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Now a man on his 5th franchise in 3 years. It's Carlos Hyde. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. From the shotgun, Wilson. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
How many times do we hear that third down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Complete.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the
19-yard line. A gain of
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
2nd and 8 coming from the 19. Now it's Wilson. They set up the screen to Penny. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down.
First and goal.
They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on second and goal? On second and goal, Wilson stepping up. He's going to keep it. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. From the gun, it's Wilson. That's caught at the 3. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Seattle.
Greg Olsen, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And this one through the uprights and good.
Makes the score Seahawks 17. Washington 7. Michael Dixon.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And they'll work from the 29 on second and 6. Here's Haskins. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth. And that is incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Haskins. Open man here, Sims, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. They'll run on first down. Carson. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They run it with Carson. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Earl Thomas, of course, a longtime member of these Seahawks and a founding member of their Legion of Boom, in on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Carson, and he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
To Chris Carson.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3rd down.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Wilson. He finds his running back, Hyde. Man, this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time. Gap. Points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. On 1st down, it's Gibson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Brings up 2nd.
Now it's Haskins.
At the 26-yard line.
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
The tackle made by Bruce Urban. 2 yards on the pickup.
From the 41, Haskins.
At the 41-yard line.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Sims. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 38-yard line. They'll run on first down. Gibson. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
Gibson, the ball carrier.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5.
Now it's Haskins. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And he will take this into enemy territory as he's out of bounds on the other side of midfield. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. On first down, it's Carson. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Accelerating, and off he goes.
Another day,
and
another
all the
day.
way in, touchdown Seattle. Chris Carson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the interception by the Seahawks D leads to a touchdown. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Makes the score Seahawks 27, Washington 7. Michael Dixon, the kickoff.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to.
And yet again, Haskins is intercepted. 3rd time. Picked off at the 35. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Game in hand, the offense takes the knee.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
.44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. This is taken at the 23. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. That one is slant to McLaurin. 11 yards there, 1st down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Second and 10. Haskins will throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. So the victory here for Seattle. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for the Seahawks, they get back to 500 now as the win moves them to 7-7. And they'll return home next week to take on the LA Rams. Meanwhile, for Washington, they fall to 8-6 with the loss. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers.